And aloha! Welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm your host on the only program that is by a fan for the fan and absolutely about you, the fan.
So are you Guy or Dee?
Hockey Fan Report! Buttons is at it again. He can't get things right. Aloha and mahalo, and welcome to the Hockey Fan Report, brought to you by St. Louis Fan Report Media Group, and the Blue Note Fan Report. How is everybody doing today? Yes, you get a surprise Christmas show. Hello, Ashley. Do you want me to shut up now?
No, you can keep going. You're doing great.
Oh, my goodness, Ashley. I am in a good, I don't know why, but I'm in a good mood.
You know, I'll take it, man.
I'm doing the show for therapy for me today. I've had a few, what do you call it? Personal things come up over the last couple of days that have kind of kicked my ass a little bit. And you know, somebody out there, and I don't see him. Once I see him, I'll let him know. Kind of reminded me how important this show is to them. Mm-hmm. It's that one person. And that one person was enough to make me say, you know what, screw it, I'm going to do a show even though I said I wasn't. And I sent him a message, and he was really happy and all that. And it just, and I thought, you know, me had talked about an article idea. Mm-hmm. And I thought, why not, instead of just writing, I'm going to write it anyways, you know, work on it tonight. Ryan, there he is. There's
hey,
my
Ryan.
boy. Right, Ryan Green, this show is for you. This show is dedicated to you. I have to thank you so much. You sent a post. You put a post in the Hawaii STL Blues Fan Clan and said, hey, I missed the Blue Note Fan Report. And that resonated with me. It really did. It personally resonated with me. For someone to tell me how important this show is to them. Just one person. Hey, Lance, how you doing, buddy? If you want on, let me know. I'll have Ashley send you a link. But I just wanted, Ryan, to say thank you. You really helped me today, and that's why we're doing this. And Ashley, like I was talking about, we had this idea for an article. Yeah. And it was the Blues Christmas wish list. And I thought, why limit it to the Blues? Let's open it up to all teams, right? Because I got a few. I mean, I can think of one right off the bat, and I'd say, I'm not going to name the teams, but this would be about half the teams in the league. They want some cap space.
Oh, yeah. Blues included.
Right? They want cap space. They need it. They covet it. The way the world is going right now. O'Reilly. I have one coming. I have an O'Reilly jersey coming. Well, I just spoke to my buddy today, and he's going to send it out on the 27th. Hopefully I'll get it by the 30th, which is my birthday.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I know, but wait,
I need to message your buddy about the jerseys I was talking about.
You know what? He would gladly take care of you and give you a good deal. I'm pretty sure he would. And we'll mention him. Mike Zook Enterprises, man. If you need something done, you need printing or screen printing or T-shirts, or you've got an event coming up, Zook is the guy, right? He worked with me on my T-shirts. The original design was not good, and I was sticking with it. And he finally said, "Guy, we can't do this. Let's try this." And okay, it did. And I think that T-shirt's come out pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoy wearing that one. That one's really nice.
Yeah, I want to get that in a couple different colors. I just have a whole bunch I haven't sold yet. Need to get some more of those out. Maybe we'll start giving them as prizes and things like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm in the hole on them. But that's okay because Mike's working with me. but I'd like to get them sold to get out of the hole, to break even. That's my goal. It's not seriously to make a ton of money. It's to break even. But let's get back to that wish list, right? And to give everybody an idea, there was one I had that I think Ashley just rolled on the floor hugely. And you know which one I'm talking about?
I think I do, but there were a couple of good ones.
Okay. I think the best one, and this is, we'll get into more of these later, but and I want to hear yours after you hear this one. Ryan O'Reilly's wish for Christmas, is this the one? Is bigger shoulders so he can handle all that load he keeps putting on himself. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, I almost that was a little too good one. Another one. I think this was one of my favorite of them. You asked me what Bushnevich wanted.
Yeah.
Right? Bushnevich wants Bush to do commercials with him.
That would be good. That would be good.
Hey, talking about some teams. Chris Lambert says this show is therapy to me as well. I miss it too, especially with the NHL on pause. Till Monday, I was having Blue Note withdrawal. Man, Chris, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. He needs a butter knife to help spread the load. Yeah.
I like that one,
too,
Shockey.
Right? That's a
Shockey.
good one, too. Say again?
You said Shockley again.
Oh, Shock. I'm sorry. I just see the L there. Thocky. Sorry, Shockey, man. Chris, I'm sorry. It's just, for me, and especially once I mispronounced it wrong the first time, Krug. How many times did I get yelled at for mispronouncing his name?
Oh, I wanted to slap you through the screen because it was before I was on the show, and Rob just let you go, and I'm like, it's Krug, like Kruger.
Brad, no, Jake Neighbors is not coming back to the Blues this season, right? Literally, he cannot. I mean, he could, but it would cost him a year of pro, and actually it would take him away. He would no longer be able to play for the Oil Kings, and he can't play for the AHL yet because he's not 20. Right? That there is a deal between the AHL and the QWQ, the juniors, that these kids have to be 20 to go to the AHL, so they don't take the top talent away from the Quebec junior leagues, right? All the junior leagues up there. And I got to tell you, I think it's a really smart move. Right?
I agree.
Have you watched any of the World Juniors today?
No, I had to work today, so I missed it.
Oh my goodness. The USA game, the USA-Finland game. Oh my goodness. We'll talk about that one a little later. But right now, Canada's in the same boat that the USA was in. Right? They were floating, they were going along. Oh, great, we got this game won. Next thing you know, the Russia's coming right back. Team Finland. Yeah, man, they showed me something today. Okay, let's get back into some teams' wish lists, and we'll just kind of bounce around. I don't have them all, but I have a few. Some of them are serious, some of them are fun. We'll start Washington Capitals. Washington Capitals is Ovechkin gets to number 2 this season. Because, oh my goodness, fans that we're going to put in the seats next season when he's chasing Gretzky. Let's have this happen now, sooner than later. Let's really get to,
I think he's only got 16 goals to go.
Oh, well, no, that's just to number 3. I'm talking about getting to number 2.
I thought that was to number 2.
Nope, that's to number 3. That's to Yager.
Okay.
Right? He's 16 to Yager, but to get, I mean, he's got to have an 80-goal season or 70-goal season to get to how. And first of all, a 70-goal season, which we haven't seen in a while, is something we need, right? And not only that, watching, getting this, changing the league to where it's an offensive league again, that is something that's starting to happen too. And that's why I think that's the wish list of the Capitals, right? Another one, the Mcguire Effect, absolutely, right? And absolutely, I absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll quite be that strong because the Mcguire Effect was because him and Sosa were both racing for it, so that made that a little bit more intense because it was neck and neck, two people.
Yeah, but the Mcguire Effect created the Bond effect. That where Bond was chasing the number overall, right? Chasing the overall record, right? That was right there, right? On NHL 21, 213 goals and 214 assists. Yeah, what level are you playing it on? The baby level?
Alex Ovechkin on the Washington Capitals is now in 4th in scoring. He's trying to beat Gretzky.
Right. Somebody not agreeing with me. Well, here's another good one. Montreal Canadiens. What is their wish list? Wins. Oh, that's it. Just wins. Nothing else. We need wins. And it's not that they need wins to be, like saying every team. No, they need wins. Their fan base, they're rabid, and they will turn on you like that. Hey, Shaki, I had to think about it. I play it on pro level. And no, I don't have that many goals. I haven't played it in a while, and I play 21. I don't have 22. But I play it on pro level, and I've gotten to a point where I can beat pro level. I can get the Stanley Cup on pro level. So I'm pretty proud of myself. And it takes something on pro level. You got to really know how to pass, because using the sticks, I can't now. That's the other thing. I can't because of the hand. You got to really know how to use the sticks together to get some good passes and moves and some of those things. So I'm proud of myself because I'm not a big gamer. Isn't it? Oh, well, if you like games and you like being able to do some of that stuff, I think it is. I like it. I got 22. Yeah, I'm on pro. There you go. Brian Green asked, what does that mean? I'm not sure what he's Kim Costin recalled from conditioning assignment. Okay, that's a good question. What that means is he is back on the roster.
Yep.
Right? They sent Pekka and Torpachenko back down. I'm happy with Pekka going down. I'm not so happy with Torpachenko going down. I think he needs the time. It's time, right? If you're not going to let Torpachenko come up, he's the guy that you need to trade, right? And I want him on the team, but he's a guy that you need to trade. But back to Montreal, man, this show gets off track fast.
Well, we're having fun.
Yeah, that's true. You look at, excuse me, I'm scratching my nose here. You look at that team, that Rabbit fan base has turned on them very quick. It cost their GM his job, and it's not his fault. It's unrealistic expectations. It's not understanding what happened last year. That was, you talk about, we hear it all the time, they caught lightning in a bottle. That's the definition of lightning in the bottle. That team, that is the Kings in 2012. Being the last team to get into the playoffs and going all the way and winning the cup, right? Oh, Canada just scored again, so it's 6-3. I thought this. Not giving up. The USA had a 2-goal lead, and that thing went away really fast.
Oh yeah.
If I play it, I have to start on rookie level. You know what, Chris? If you play games, sports games like that, like I started on rookie level, and I had trouble on pro level a little bit, but once I started learning more about the sticks, got some more stick time, figured out face-offs a lot better, and also figured out how to play defense. Man, I would get tripping calls. I had in one game I had 9 tripping penalties.
So I haven't played any of those games since probably 1998 on the original PlayStation.
Oh, yeah. I played, now, the best one of these ever out there, the best one ever was NHL 94. That was by far and above the best. When is as soon as Sonny can come back from COVID? He's the only one still in protocol. I think he can come back just before the
Winter Classic.
Winter Classic, right? I don't think he's out of the Winter Classic. I don't touch the poke check button. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's my tripping button. Yeah. Hey guys, I gotta ask. I gotta do this. I know this is sometimes you get on me. I would really like. I probably got like 3 or 4 shows left before the end of the year until we get to the Winter Classic. I would really like to one time see that viewership read 50. So if you guys could really start sharing the show out, and not only that, talk about the show, right? Share it on your page, and don't just share it. Put something in there. Hey, hockey fans, da 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 da. You know, I'm not going to try and tell you what to say, but just do that. Just sharing it doesn't really get it. You got to let people know what the show is. And I'm trying to do that. I guess, you know, my advertising, my marketing's not the greatest, but I'm trying. I'd really like to do that. He wants a new Blues hat. Well, Brad, you know, I hope you can get one, my friend. I hope you can get one. Is this only our second appearance? Yes, this is our second appearance in the Winter Classic. There's only like 5 or 6 teams that haven't been in one yet. This is actually both Minnesota and St. Louis's second time in it. Minnesota hosted it once before, and that was at Michigan. Right? That was at the Big House, right? 100,000. I think that was the largest hockey game ever attended. Outdoor hockey game period ever attended. So that was pretty huge. I actually think they played Chicago, but I could be wrong. I mean, if you want to know, if you think of a team, the opponent is almost always Chicago. They've had more outdoor game. They played in more outdoor games than some teams play games in a season.
Probably.
I hear the NHL makes a lot of money off the Winter Classic and the All-Star games. Absolutely. I appreciate that, Anna. Thank you very much. Canada 6, Russia's 3. Yes, that's true, Brad. Thank you for that. But I tell Canada to be very cautious, because I actually started an article about how well Team USA played until a major penalty came up. Let's get back to the Christmas wishes, though. You got one? Can you think of one for one of the teams out there?
Well, I think that give me a little bit more time.
You know what, Shakti, you might be right. I think it was Detroit and Chicago, but I know Minnesota played somewhere else. They played in a football stadium, right? They might have played that. Pay problem may have a jersey. Darren Panger may have a jersey. Well, I that'd be cool. I think that's what he's saying. I think so. O'Reilly jersey is on my wish list, but I got to get a Hawaii hat before I visit my parents. Well, yep. Enjoy your time here, Anna. I hope you have a great time. Sorry we haven't really had a chance to meet up. Just too much going on. But have a good time. That's all I ask. Just have a good time. Go back to the wish list. Another one that I can think of is the Ducks. That Ryan Getzlaf goes back to the fountain of youth and drinks out of it every day. Right? I mean, he has turned the clock back. He has really just taken that team to the next level. Hey, is Randy listening?
No, he's cooking.
Okay. I was going to say, I think I could come up with one for Detroit, too.
Yeah, I actually have one for the Blackhawks.
Okay.
Marc-Andre Fleury would like a defensive line that supports him.
Oh, that's a good one. That is an absolute. I'm trying to fight. There we go. That's an absolute good one. No, actually, the Blackhawks, they want a Scooby-Doo moment. So they can get completely away from the Kyle Beach thing. They need a Scooby-Doo moment, because know what? That's going to follow them around for a couple of years, man. I'm sorry.
At minimum, it might follow them around for a decade.
Oh, hey, man, Mike, thank you. Miki Laka, whatever it is. I can't even say it. Is the wise way to say Merry Christmas to you. Well, that's the Hawaiian way. I can't get it. You're in trouble, Anna. Oh, Patrick Kane is not my boy. Well, I mean, you can be yours. That's fine, but not mine. Blues wish list. Better puck cycle. Not bad, but I mean, I actually think that their puck cycle is pretty good, right? I think that now another, what was another Blues one I had? Oh, Colton Parayko wants a sight for his howitzer, right? I mean, because he's just off. He's just off right now. However, I think that shot he made against or that shot that he made that Brown scored on, I actually think that was aimed. I think he aimed at the boards, fired that into the board so Brown could get that rebound.
I agree.
I think that was on purpose, but he fires those because he's so timid about firing pucks at the net.
Which is what brought me to what I thought Colton
yeah.
wanted for Christmas, and that would put him more as he would like some courage so he could shoot that puck.
Yeah,
he's like the cowardly lion.
Yeah. No, I was thinking he need. I was going to say I had one, and I wasn't sure if it was going to come out right, but he needs time on the therapy couch.
Yeah, he does.
Right.
But don't we all?
Yeah. Another one I had was the he nailed O'Reilly the last game. I seen that. I don't know why, but I can't like players from other teams or like any other team. Ryan, I'm kind of with you there. You know, it's not that I don't dislike other teams. I don't like them. You know, I just, you know, they are who they are. They are what they are. Let them be.
I mean,
you know,
for the most part,
players out there.
There are some players like I like Fleury.
Okay,
not gonna lie,
I'm with you.
I played goaltender, so I have a thing for goalies, and I just think that he's so animated and so fun. I can't deny him. I like Oshie still. I mean, if they were once a Blue, I'm probably still going to wish them well and, you know, enjoy hearing what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm with you. I do like Oshie too. I liked all the former Blues.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what did I say about Stastny? Right? Mm-hmm. He played better against the Blues than he ever played for the Blues.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah. Not Peter. Paul Stastny's Christmas wish list is to play the Blues 82 times a season. You know who? But that wish is also, and it's sitting on the tip of my tongue.
Clayton Keller?
No, not Keller. The other one, Detroit.
Fabry?
Fabry. Robbie Fabry. Yeah, that's Robbie Fabry's wish too. He wants to play the Blues a lot more often. Yep, I can't wait for that. Anna's going to help writing. Hey, if you know writers, I need writers right now. I need to get more content out. You know, I got 4 articles out in 5 days, and I'm sitting at about 1,000 views total, which is really not that great. I'd like to see it a lot more, but I need to get more content out. More content out means more people know about it. The more people know about it, the more they keep coming. And I do want to address something real quick, and it is negative, and I hope you're okay with that, Ashley. It needs to be addressed.
Go ahead.
Right? I am no longer associated with All Blues everything. Right? Somebody called me out, and if you're going to call me out, expect me to respond. And if you're going to call me out about hockey, expect me to respond in an article. And that's exactly what I did.
It was a well-written article.
Say again?
It was a well-written article.
Yeah, you know, that's what I thought. I thought it was well-written. There was nothing in that article about Marco Scandella that was false. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what, I wanted to make sure that I was seeing what I thought I saw. Mm-hmm. So I went and checked the numbers, right?
Yeah.
I absolutely was seeing what I saw. A player that is +3 is not making that many mistakes. They're not ending up in the back of the net.
Yep. It kind of turned around when we lost Falk, surprisingly enough. When we started pulling up the younger guys, that's whenever you could even notice that I was defending him, even though I was very critical prior. Right. You can't deny the numbers. He's playing very well.
Yeah. The other thing is that the goal he got given up against Dallas, right? Mm-hmm. The guy that called me out, first of all, that was his post saying it was Scandella's fault because he was on the ice. I went and I looked at that, and I'm thinking, you know, I don't really, something's not up here right, okay? Something's not registering. So I went and looked at that play, and it's in the article. You can hit play on it because I made sure of it and watch it. After the face-off, and it's the Spetsna line, Bortuzzo, and Scandella. Scandella goes behind the net with Ben, and he stays with Ben. He never leaves Ben. That's his assignment. Barbashev, Tereshchenko, Bushnevich, and Bortuzzo are all staring at the puck. Nobody covers the back of the net. Nobody covers down here. And not only that, the fact that the four guys were looking at him, he should not have had a clear shot to the net.
Nope.
Right? So Robinson's standing there and actually looking at where Tereshchenko was, and I'm not a Tereshchenko, well, I am a Tereshchenko apologist. He was further up in the play. I'm not sure if Tereshchenko's guy was Robertson or the guy up in the high slot, right? Because normally in that situation, it's a pass to the high slot. I actually think that the guy that should have been on Robinson was Bortuzzo. Bortuzzo blew that.
Yep, totally.
Right?
But I mean, that kind of thing happens.
It was either Bortuzzo or it was Barbashev. Because Bushnevich was closer in on the shooter.
I think that it was Bortuzzo, and like I was trying to say, there was, those things happen. We didn't lose that game, so I don't understand why that particular goal was being so hard, focused for him, and why we should trade Scandella because, it was his fault.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
But then we go to the loss. Scandella's numbers during the loss were pretty damn good. 13 minutes. He wasn't on the ice. He was even. He wasn't on the ice for any goal that was given up. None of them. Right? I'm
Parayko was on the ice for 3.
I went and looked. He didn't give up during that shorthanded goal. He wasn't on the ice. The power play goal.
Yep.
Power play goal. He wasn't on the ice. That I looked at all of that stuff. I really did. I know, and you know what? And we asked this with Sanford. Were we being too hard on Sanford? And I don't think we were.
No.
I don't. I think that there were some numbers that said we were, but when you really sit back and you looked at the overall, too many of his mistakes, and I think he was -5 or 6 for that season. I know he got some games out finally.
Yeah. But I mean, even with me, somebody who I am notoriously a Scandella hater, I even was saying he's playing great.
Yeah. And a guy called me out. He said, tell me what he straight up said. Now, talk about, I got kicked out because that was a bullying or a, what do you call it?
Trolling. You were trolling.
Trolling. The guy who wrote the post, and it's in the article, called me out, trolled me first. They didn't kick him out, right? He trolls me, and that's okay. I write an article, and all I do is put the truth in it, and I get kicked out? I'm sorry. If there's any kids watching, fuck you. Sorry about that, Ashley. I just had to say it, right? And I know that you're friends with some of them, and I know there's people, I put a bunch of people in that group, and for them to treat me that way, screw you. I don't need that. But I'm also, I wish we had our agreement. I wish he'd have put it in a chat with me somewhere, because then I'd go after him. We had an agreement, and it was verbal, that I was allowed to share my show and my post in there, no problem. And somebody in that group decided, one of the admin decided, no, I don't like that. I don't like you. You're mean to me. Well, you know what? Get out there and say something right. Get out there, and then that same person who deletes posts every freaking day puts a post out saying, I never delete post. You're going to say, and you're going to lie, straight up blatantly lie, and expect me not to call you out on it? And then, you're not allowed to talk to her? I was the only person in that group that was limited, that I could only post 3 times, which was horse shit to begin with. Yep. I see. Now, and then you have Shockey picking fights with Rutherford over me and my conversation with Tereshchenko. Right? And Rutherford's defending himself, but But he's not saying he Rutherford is right. He got that information. It's not the information he got. It's how he presented the information. Go read that article. That information is presented in a completely negative way towards Tarasenko, not the team. And that's what I'm saying, that was not put out there fairly, right?
I agree.
You know, and anybody can take it what they want. You know, I'm one of those guys. Look, I'll be honest, and I wish my bud Earl Smith was here. I was bullied as a kid, right? And it's not that I'm trying to bully people now, but I'm not going to let people walk over me anymore.
Yeah.
If you're going to call me out, if you're going to put something out there that you can't back up, I'm going to call you out. I do it on this show every freaking day. Right? Every freaking day. I sit there and I absolutely. Oh, there we go. Russia scored. I think it's 6-4 now. Russia coming back. This was 36 seconds left, so probably not going to happen.
Probably not. No.
Yeah. But hey, it's a good 10 goals, man. This is going to be an interesting World Juniors. And I'm excited about the World Juniors because I put out, you know, I did all of that, what do you call it? The articles last season.
Yeah.
On the World Junior. I can't wait to write about the World Juniors this year. No, I think you do a good enough job wearing your and I can't, I'm blanking on it. Wearing your oh man,
earring?
Frozen earrings.
Okay.
Right? I couldn't say it. Yeah, he does a good enough job with the frozen earrings. He doesn't need me to wear them for him. Oh, I fixed that joke.
Oh, did you?
I fixed that joke. I absolutely fixed that joke. Yeah, and I've told a few people that with the whole joke now, and they really like it. Right? Do
well, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, let's hear it. Hopefully all the kiddies are hidden away. You know what? You kids think you got your synonyms for sex. You've got Netflix and chill. Okay, not bad. Us kids, people my age, we had Slinky. Slinky, Slinky, such a wonderful toy. Yeah, it is a wonderful toy. Slinky, Slinky, good for every girl and boy. But when it's good for every girl and boy, it's not that much of a Slinky.
That's better.
See? Much better, right? I worked on it. I got some.
I like it now. I like it now.
Right?
Screaming at birds
because a bird had a bird again. Oh yeah, the birds here in Hawaii can be bad. They will attack you. They will come right after you. They are fun. Man, where are we at? I'm lost.
Yeah, I kind of gave up. I was gonna ask Ryan why he hates the number 55, but then we were talking about other things.
Oh yeah, we blew right past that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Oh
my God.
Shockey says birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real. Oh, here they are. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. It's a good joke though. It's a fun joke, and I've been
I liked it.
I've been working on my delivery. Right?
It was a lot better.
But there's another part that goes like before it that helps build to it later.
Okay.
And but I can't do that. That's R-rated, so I don't want to put it. You know.
Yeah.
So you'll have to wait till I think Jose. I think that they're doing next Tuesday, which is like right before my birthday, doing the open mic, and I'm gonna go do it.
Good.
I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make that choice. I'm gonna make that decision. That you know what, I'm gonna put myself out there. I've been working on this. Working on it a lot bad. You know, I get, you know, the 55. To be honest, that's not like a power number to me. I kind of don't like it either. Like I know there's not a lot of blues.
Well, I don't know. Chris Pronger had 44, and I think that might have been their head whenever they gave him that number, was giving him like 55 because it was a, you know, higher number doubled.
Yeah, no. I know that Cam Jansen wore 55 for a while. I I don't know why. I honestly don't know why he has that. Parayko has it. Parayko is a great talent. He's just too damn nice.
I agree
Right?
100%.
And you know what? It's okay to be nice off the ice. It really is. But you have to have a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde persona on the ice. You absolutely, positively need to step foot on that ice and change. You need to be that mean ass son of a bitch bastard that says, you want to stop it? Stop it. The results are your fault, not mine. That's what McGinnis did. I'm telling you what, I remember McGinnis something fiercely. And I remember one, you know what? It was like a scene from freaking Mighty Ducks. Pronger pulled that stick back, or not Pronger, McGinnis pulled that stick back, and the Red Sea parted. Nobody was going to get in the way of that.
Nobody.
You know what? Let it go. Let it go. Twist would fight Clark and then have a beer together. Oh, absolutely, those guys would. Absolutely. I got to reach back out to Tony. I had talked to Tony while I was in St. Louis, and he had agreed to come on the show, so I got to work with him and see if I can get that on.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I doubt he remembers me, but he used to own the bar next to Good Sense when I was a manager there. So he would come in all the time, and he's probably the only one I'd have a conversation with because I have so bad, anxiety.
Yeah.
But
you know what? We got to get you over that because I'm planning. I'm going to try. I'm going to actually say this out loud. I'm going to send the Blues a request tomorrow. Right? I know they probably won't get it, but to interview Nathan Walker on my birthday. May not happen. May not. But I'm gonna send him it. Hey, this is what I'd like to do. This is what I'm doing. If you can, please do it. Hey, Jose. Merry Christmas to everyone too. Hey, did you like the little board I put up for the hockey fan report today?
I do like it. I like it a lot.
Right. I kind of played with it a little bit. Found Santa playing hockey and thought that would go on.
That's
there
really
and
cute. Yeah.
Be a good way to do it. Yeah. What was some of the other Blues Christmas presents we had? Tarasenko wanted an "I told you so" button. Told you so. Told you so.
I don't think that's what you said, but that is good. I like that.
Huh?
You said something else for Tarasenko.
Oh, I did. I just thought of the "I told you so" button. Barbashev. Barbashev wants to just be Barbashev, right? And why I say that is because so many people out there have said, and I've heard it from analysts, Barbashev's not playing Barbashev's game. Barbashev should do this. Barbashev should do that. Barbashev is playing Barbashev's game. Barbashev is a number 2 center. I'm sorry. I know you guys think he's not, but I've watched him. I've seen him mature. Absolutely a number 2 center in my eyes.
Okay,
right?
So I got our chat up. You
Okay.
said that Tarasenko wants a Selkie. Berube wants a new contract, and Armstrong wanted cap relief.
Okay.
We said that Perron wants to bottle his middle age because he plays better now than he did in his
When
youth.
he was younger.
You already said the O'Reilly one. Kyrie wants to adjust the throttle so he stops skating his coverage.
That was a good one. What's some more we can? Oh, the Thunder Blues want the old guys to retire because it's their turn.
Yeah.
Right? Bozak, I love Bozak. I do. I really do. I've liked Bozak from the moment he got here.
Yeah, I think he's great.
A lot of people out there that don't. A lot of people that think we shouldn't have signed him. But you know what? We got him at a bonus or at a bargain.
Yeah.
What he's doing this season when he's not hurt, his style of play, he's been great. He's working really, really hard to help mentor the young guys
Mm-hmm.
and bringing them along. I absolutely think that he's done great, but his contract's up. It's $750,000. Can get a draft pick for it. Take it. Neil wants to find the fountain of youth because he's lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's absolutely lost it. He needs to go have a. Neil wants to drink out of the same fountain as Getzlaff.
Oh yes.
What's some other ones we can come up with here real quick? We got Neil.
Lindgren would like Huso to still be
traded.
sick.
Nah,
Yep.
I want to go to something like that. But yeah, that's kind of true. Wish list for the Blues. Tarasenko stops requesting to be traded. You know what, Chris? I honestly don't think that trade. I don't think that request is still on the board.
No, I don't think so either.
And the reason I don't think it is, because I mean, I know I asked Lance this, but I cannot for the likes of me absolutely believe that nobody is calling Armstrong asking about Tarasenko. The way he's playing right now, and if this trade request is still out there, the offers have got to be coming in, right? And if they are, there's got to be something that's close to what he wants, especially with that's $7 million.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's $7 million. If you can take $7 million off your books and maybe only add 5, that's a $2 million space that you didn't have to get some of these youngsters up.
Yep.
Right? Do you think it taking it? And to be honest, I mean, if I'm in Armstrong's seat right now, no. Right?
I just have to look at Tarasenko to realize that it's probably not on the table anymore because he looks happy. He genuinely looks like he wants to be out there. He's looking at the iPad, reviewing plays, telling everybody what could have went better.
Yeah.
He wants to be here. He wants to do well.
He's a leader in the locker room. Mm-hmm. There is no ands, ifs, or buts, or doubts that he's a leader in the locker room, right? There was somebody in that group that I was talking about who at the beginning of the season told me, I know people in the locker room, and they're going to take his A away. Nope. I said it. I even called that person out again when he said something about Tarasenko. Oh, weren't you the guy that said that his A was going to get taken away?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're wondering if his A is getting taken away, look at the little thing the Blues just put out on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Go to St. Louis Blues Twitter. It's pinned at the top. I don't want to play it because I don't want to take a chance at my stuff getting kicked off. Right? And then Twitter and me don't seem to work really good together sometimes with the Chrome. Twitter and Chrome don't work really good. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. And I said this, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. I'm not. But I talked about this before. I talked about it from the beginning. Something was rotten in Denmark. Mm-hmm. And I felt that way. And the time that I talked to him, and that conversation was private, and it was off the record. And what was said, I have paraphrased. What was actually said, I haven't repeated. Told me that I was absolutely dead on right. Mm-hmm. And I'll say this, and I don't care if people know about it or not, or if they think that I sent that article to Tarasenko, and he responded back, "Thank you for the lovely article." You've seen that. I sent that to you.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right? I'm not lying about that, right? Mm-hmm. He absolutely came back and told me that he appreciated that article and that he felt that I got the right story out there. Mm-hmm. Were those his words?
He thanked you for your support.
Yep. Right? So that article, which I re-released, because he's doing so well. Mm-hmm. And by the way, if someone puts bump, that's not a double post. That's just moving the post up to the top so people can find it.
Yep. Learn
that, jackass. I'm in a mood today, right?
Hey, it's still a good mood though, so yes. I'm digging it.
Oh no, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Chris. I really do. Right? I really do. But you go read Rutherford's article, and as soon as I read it, the tinges that I found in there, right? The way that he reported, like the doctor that actually operated on him, the third one, right? who said that the first 2 operations were not done correctly. Well, you know what? That's because I am a bastard. I'm not going to deny that.
He's unapologetically himself.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? They can think that all they want. You spend 20 years in the military like I did. You get treated the way I did. You get made to feel like I did. You're going to be a bastard. You don't want me to be a bastard? Stop treating me like one and I'll stop acting like one.
Mm-hmm.
Stop treating me like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Stop treating me like I'm a second-class citizen. Stop treating my website like a second-class citizen. Stop treating my show like it's a second-class citizen. Then I'll stop being a bastard. But until then, I have that right. Plain and simple. I mean, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean,
You see what
I used to get upset at first, but I used to get upset, when people would criticize, but then I just kind of, I don't care. I'm having fun.
Absolutely, and that's just what it is, right? I do the best I can, and I think I do a good job. Whether you like me or not doesn't matter, right? It really doesn't. Chris, I try that. I really do. But my problem is, a lot of people's line is like that thick. Mine's this thick. So it doesn't take much for me to cross it.
I really just don't like that expression because I've always I had 6 brothers growing up. So I learned very quick that you treated people the way they treated you. If you want respect, you give respect. Yes. But if you're not going to be respectful, you're not going to get it back.
Yeah. Right? I knew from the beginning, and this is, if you want to say that I'm conceited, say it. In July, I came on a show with Ashley and said, Poroshenko, Barbashev, and Bushnevich need to be on a line together. Mm-hmm. I said the reason why, not just because, it's the 3 Russians and it's great, and the Spets in the line and all that. I said because this is 3 offensive players. We're going to feed into each other like the Czech line, right? The slamming Slovaks. It was going to work the same way. Oh my goodness. But I knew that these guys were gonna, and I even said it, that they're gonna speak the same language, that something's gonna connect between 3 guys. Yeah. And you're gonna see it out there. And I got told no. I got absolutely told no by people that it wouldn't work. I was wrong. And one person said, let me school you so you don't sound stupid. That's the exact words he said to me.
That's ridiculous.
Right? And he's well known. And I'll leave
I
it
know
at
who
that.
it is.
Okay. He's well known, and I'll leave it at that. But you know what? Lo and behold, I don't think I was a stupid one at all.
Did he ever respond to your text?
Nope. Of course not. Right? That was me being a bastard. You called me again. You called me out and told me how wrong I was. So I'm not allowed to say, hey, I really wasn't wrong. Don't you think you should respond back to that? Mm-hmm. Right? So that's, maybe he doesn't care. I don't care. But what it comes down to, and I'll tell you this, and I told you this earlier. Yes, I question my hockey knowledge every frickin' day. You and Doc said the same thing to me, and he watched him practice over again, right? And I knew it. I saw it. I knew it. It made sense to me. But like I said, I question my hockey knowledge every single day. I get worried about getting called out for not knowing my stuff or any of that, and I worry about that. But I stand behind everything I say. I try and back it up. Mm-hmm. That's what this is. That's what the fan report is. Because the fans need to be heard. And I think, really, the fans that are fans that understand hockey agree with me. I think a lot more agree with me than disagree with me. Right? Mm-hmm. You can be a rah-rah fan. That's fine. I love rah-rah fans. But at some point, you also have to be critical. You have to be critical. You have to watch what you're seeing. right? You absolutely have to watch what you're seeing. It's the same thing with my points versus points percentage. I got tore up over that article. Chris, thank you, my friend. Oh, wrong button. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. You know, what's that? That's a song by Jody Messina. My Give a Damn's Busted.
Yep.
Right? You know, that's just where I am right now in the overall theme of things. The guys that watch the show, if you disagree with me, you have every right to disagree with me. Every right. You guys know me and Lance are really, really good friends. You have seen me and Lance have arguments on this show.
Yep. Heck, you and I have had arguments on this show, and as soon as it's over, we're laughing.
Yeah, because you back your statements, I back my statements. Everybody is allowed to do that. This is a pop-up show. Pop-up show.
Just a pop-up.
You got nothing to worry about.
Having some fun, bud.
Yep, just having some fun. Pop-up show. Somebody said something to me today, and I know he even asked me earlier if I was going to do a show, and I had said no, and then this kind of came along. Good song too. Oh, you know what? I got to tell everybody. I got a favor to ask of everybody. And I've talked about the problems I've had with my daughters a little bit here and there on the show. One of my daughters got in a car accident today and called me and all worried in that. And when something like that happens, when I always have a go-to song, and I would love all of you who either have your father or no longer have your father to go take a listen to this song. And you can listen to it in a couple different versions, but the original version was by Conway Twitty, and it's called That's My Job. If you have not heard that song and you have a tough relationship with your father, that is a song you need to listen to. I listen to it all the time with my daughters, and I sent it to him today. I've never told him about it, but I sent it to him today because that's my job. Right? I'm the father I am because that's my job. And I don't want to get any more in the song. I want you guys to go listen to it for yourself, share it, do whatever. But that's where I go to and what my go-to is. I'll talk about the realignments. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Marianne.
Oh, she's probably wanting us to anticipate who's going to go out and who's coming back.
You know, I really don't know right now. Because I'll be honest with you, I think with the break, if I'm for Ruby, that first game on the 27th against the Devils, who are, you know, in kind of a tailspin, I let the guys that haven't played for a while come out or come play, and I get me to that 23-man roster if we can afford it cap-wise. If the cap space is there. And actually, I think it is. I think everybody that's on there, with the exception of Neil and Costin. Costin's the one that concerns me. He has not been reactivated from LTIR. So when he gets, actually he may have been because they sent the other two guys down.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, so that's cleared up. So everybody that you have right now, with the exception of Neil, can come back. So if you can get to your 23-man roster, get to your 23-man roster. Right? And then if you're sitting three, you're sitting three. Great, because we haven't had that luxury all season.
Not at all.
We have not had 23 men on the roster all season. So if you've got that luxury, take it and go from there. Are we going back in the bubble type play again? No. Absolutely not. That's not going to happen. And the reason it's not going to happen, first of all, I get why I know I'm not political, and I don't want to be political, but I have actually been researching Omicron. And remember a couple shows ago when I talked about that herd mentality?
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening with Omicron. It's the reason it's spreading so rapidly is that it's dissipating so rapidly. People's bodies have reached, because of the shot, because of people having it, their bodies fighting it, South Africa, where Omicron first appeared, took a shoot up straight up the north face of the Himalayas, right? I mean, right up. But then it turned around and did a south face drop. I mean, it was quick. So they got up, they went over, and it dropped. It's not like it slowly did this. It up and down. They're not the only ones seeing that. They're seeing it in England. They're seeing it here in the U.S. And they're also saying that 70%, between 50 and 70% of the people that get Omicron do not need hospitalization. That 30%, and actually the 50, I think is too low. I think the numbers are actually probably high, probably more like going to be, when you find it out, it's going to be between 60 and 80, right? The ones that are the ones that have the pre-existing conditions, right? The things like that. I think that this Omicron is the part of the virus. It's just like the Spanish flu, right? The Spanish flu, once it got through, the next flu that came through the next season come and went. Then the flu came and went, and then we got the shots. The flu came and went. The flu came and went. The flu came and went. Yeah, Omicron goes away as quick as it comes, and that's exactly what we're seeing, Chris. You go look at any of the news, and I'm not just spouting this off. I've looked at the news. I paid attention to it because it affects what we do here, right? It absolutely affects what we do here and how what's happening on the NHL on the ice. I just think, and then again, every single Blue that's had Corona this season has said, I've had a mild cold. The only one who said he had more than the mild cold was O'Reilly. And the only thing that O'Reilly said was, my energy was zapped. We also think that his energy was zapped due to him not playing for 8 days after he was okay.
Yep.
Right? He couldn't do the things to build his stamina back up. No, they can't do that. Marianne, to do that, you'd have to stop the season, right? You'd have to stop the season, realign into the same 4 divisions you did last year, based on what you've already played, and then come up with a schedule, and that makes absolutely no sense. It would take longer to do that than it would. So actually, here's some enhanced measures they got coming on right now.
As much as they can. Enhanced protocols, masks at all times, physical distance for eating, virtual meetings, daily testing, which applies to both fully and unvaccinated players. So, hey, this is the reality, Rupper. We have to deal with it. They're going to.
So there you go. That's what the NHL is doing right now. I just don't see it. Are predicting that COVID can now be what's called an endemic, just like the flu. Yeah, and I seen that too, Chris. Right, it's dropping into that lower level, right? But you know, and again, not trying to pat myself on the back, but that's what I predicted was going to happen, right? I kind of saw this. I saw this Omicron, the fact, the way it was hitting, and then the way the guys were talking. You know, O'Reilly came out and said, "Look, once we're asymptomatic, by the 10 days, right? Once we no longer have symptoms, once it's out, why the 10 days?" Right, we're sitting here. That's not doing us any good, right? I think once they get the 2 negative tests, the 10 days should go away, right? It should be 2 negative tests. Once they've gone through and they've got the antibodies and that, let it go, right? Because it hurt. Well, O'Reilly, it hurt his game. It took him a week to get back in the game.
Oh yeah,
right. Now Falk, I don't know what the hell Falk must have. What is it? 24-hour fitness in his basement.
He said he had a gym, but he also went fishing with his dogs and.
Yeah, well, whatever he did, he was absolutely ready to go.
Well, Krug did it too. He was game ready as soon as he came back in that lineup.
Yep, Krug. I mean, a lot of them that are coming back are coming back ready to go. I just think one of the things for the Blues that they got to be thankful for, right, is the cogs. The cogs are working.
Yep.
Chris, I think so too. I really do. I think, I actually don't think too. I think next season. I think next season, by next season, especially with summer, because the summer it drops. right?
I wouldn't even go next season. I would say by the playoffs.
And it's possible, right? It's possible. But as we continue to see this, right? It's going to come. It's going to be what it is. How many of you guys are excited for the juniors? Right? I want to know if you're excited for the juniors because Sunday at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. your guys' time, the Team USA plays Czechoslovakia, I think. I forget who it is, but they play one of those teams. We've had a couple of days off. Maybe we do a show for that. Do you have the NHL Network, Ashley? Do you have access to it?
I don't.
You don't. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to go it alone. No, I don't. Lambert.
He can't. He closes on Sunday. I can still come along and just be your, person that hits you when you're silly.
Okay, we can do that.
Because it's also the day that
Marianne? NFL is now talking about letting asystematic players on certain conditions play as well, are affected by player. Yeah, so I get that. I get it, Chris, and your thing got trenciated a little bit. Juniors might be a critical to the Olympics. I actually think it is. I think the kids that you're seeing now are the ones that are going to end up in the Olympics. Mm-hmm. Unless teams just decide not to go, period. Right? And I don't think that that's going to happen. Right? That there are, when it comes to the Winter Olympics, there are two sports that are above all else, all that matters. Right? Mm-hmm. And it's figure skating and hockey. That's it. Right? I mean, how many people who watch the Olympics watch curling? Well, curling's gotten popular these days, but short track speed skating and all that other stuff, biathlon. Not a lot of people watch those sports. Okay, the diehard like me watches them and knows what they are. I'm an idiot, right? And maybe snowboarding now. The snowboarding, the ramps and all that stuff. Yeah. That's kind of getting in there. Two-man luge kind of guy. Yeah, I get it. Curling and ski. Shocky. Robert Morton, how you doing? Hey, man, happy birthday to Chase. Little Chaser is 2 years old.
Aww.
My little buddy, 2 years old. Yes, he is my buddy, my pal. With the World Juniors, the U.S. has won 4 of the last 5, right? And I saw something today that said Canada was the favorite. I'm sorry, man, not to my eyes, right? I mean, they played a great game today, but something different. Doc sent me a Winter Classic shirt. Tell Doc where the hell is mine, Doc. And when am I going to get Doc on the show? When is Doc going to give me 15 minutes and talk Blues hockey with me, Marianne? Sorry I'm calling you out, but I'm calling you out with love, right? I know she knows that.
Oh, she's got to know that.
Okay, she knows that completely. Oh, man, Ashley, what a good show.
Yeah, this was fun.
What a good fun, just impromptu. Let's just talk some shit, right?
I like
sorry
talking
about the
shit.
language, but I was a little tore up. I know. See, she knows me. We needed this. I think everybody needed this. We needed to do that. And you know what? If the other groups want to, if you want hockey, real true Blues fans, the ones that know how to talk hockey, listen to hockey, watch hockey, invite them. Invite them to the our group. It's on. See, this is the thing, and I gotta admit, I was truly jealous. Oh, that's a good one. You know what, Chris? I'm a little old for that. Right? I'm a little old for washing your mouth out with soap. I'm beyond that. Yes, my grandparents used to wash my mouth out with soap.
It was a threat, but usually my aunt did hot sauce.
No threat. I ate a bar of soap.
No. They threatened the soap, but they actually gave Tabasco sauce.
I could have handled the tobacco sauce. That eating that soap was not. And I had diarrhea for a week. And I mean, they made me eat and swallow the soap. Yeah. We our parents were really, up there.
I think some of my brothers got that, but I was always the princess, so I didn't.
If you didn't see Delta versus Bravo versus Charlie, and Alpha versus Blue alumni tomorrow morning, man, I wish, Chris, I wish I could see it. Dove don't taste too good. No, it don't. I had to eat Irish Spring.
Yeah, that's what we had to.
Right? My grandfather was an Irishman. Right? My grandmother was a French Catholic with some Italian mixed in. And I'm telling you, that was not fun. I had to eat Irish Spring and Coast.
Ew.
Yeah. And I'm talking half of a full bar. Right? So there you go. That didn't help. I'm still a sailor.
Well, since this is the way the show's going.
What?
Since this is the way the show's going.
You know what, Marianne? We're all excited about the Winter Classic. The Blues, it'll be their second one. And you know what? There's a good chance it's going to be a snow globe game. Mm-hmm. Right? There is a nice little white Christmas thing going through the Sierra Nevadas right now. Mm-hmm. Dumping rain in California. California's getting drenched. Exactly what they needed. And this is one of those good drought rains. The ones where the rain doesn't, it really soaks into the ground. The ground opens up and soaks it in. That's what they're getting, that type of rain. They're talking about areas in up north getting 10 foot of snow. Yeah, 10 foot of snow up in the higher elevations and things like that. The ski areas getting, 2 stories worth of snow. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Okay,
that is
Elsa.
The best line in a song ever. I'm sorry.
I had to hear it 3 times with 3 different girls that went through their obsession with it.
We have hosted one, Mary. I'd like us to do another one, but it's too close. Actually, what I'd like them to do, I'll be honest. I want the Blues to host another one, but I want it at either Missouri or Arrowhead. Mm-hmm. Right? And to be honest, I think one at Missouri would be great. Right? I would love to see the Blues and the Avalanche at Missouri, or better yet, I would love to see the Blues and one of the Canadian teams, the Jets, the Flames, the ones on our side, the Jets, the Flames, the Oilers, the Canucks, one of those 4 at Arrowhead or Missouri. I think that would just be absolutely special. Oh man, I haven't been guarded in decades. So take that as a good thing. Take that as a good thing. No, not so much Toronto, because just where they are, Marianne. I don't know if I know it harks back to the old Norris days, but I think they're too far gone for that to really have that feeling for me. Mm-hmm. Right? And I'd like to see it be one of the teams where you can get a good alumni game going.
Yeah.
Right? I really would. I would like to see that. Some more power of that. Oh, Tanner Dixon today. He got the first goal for Team USA.
Awesome.
4-3 loss. And he's a Blues 4th round draft pick from 2 years ago, I think it was.
Yeah.
Really good deal. I want to fuss at my hubby. Yeah, well, you know what, Marianne, I get it. And that's the one thing that I think people don't realize. Right? And as we're getting ready to go out, and I can't believe how long we've gone today. This is one of the longest shows in a while.
Yeah.
Everything is personal. Everything is personal. It's very personal to you. When you ask, I'm in a couple of military groups, right? And every time somebody asks, where should we hold a reunion? The majority of the people list where they're staying. Well, you know what? That's okay. That might be great for you, but that's not great for everybody, right? Just because it's personal to you and makes your life easier, it doesn't make other lives easier. So when you get asked a question like that, don't look at what's great for you. Look at what's great for everybody else. Oh my goodness, Chris, we can talk about that really fast. In the third, the Blues. Team USA ended up scoring 2 goals. It was 3-1 with about 3 minutes to go, and I forget the name of the player. Had a really it was I don't know how dirty of a hit it was, but he took a shoulder to the jaw of a Finnish player, right? And he caught him square in the jaw in the offensive zone. They originally gave him a 2-minute, and they went and looked back at it, and then they assessed him the major game misconduct. That was the second misconduct in the game. In the first, Finland had gotten one. Well, on that power play, now it's a 5-minute power play, and you can score as many goals as you can on a 5-minute major. They pulled the goalie. It was 6-on-4. They got a scramble in front of the net to score the first one. Then they got, with 38 seconds left, they got another just really good pressure and got a good shot that the goalie just missed. And then that continued into the overtime. And in the overtime, they just took the power play and fired from the same spot that they got goal number 3. They got goal number 4. So that's what happened. And now you're not going to read the article that I want to write about it. Thanks, Saki. Ashley, you have fun today.
I had a lot of fun, Guy.
Right?
And you
I
didn't
did
think I'd come on.
Well, I just didn't want to. I didn't want you to feel obligated.
Oh, you're my buddy. Unless something's going on like major, I'm not going to abandon.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't that, but it was just, at the last minute and something like that. I didn't want you to feel obligated. And
heck, half the time you're last minute on me.
Yeah, well, what I mean was, I didn't know if you had plans or anything, and just to pop in a show, and you know what? Like I said, I think we're gonna do one. We're gonna do a regular show for USA versus Slovakia, right? And that's a good one for us with the Hanzus and Dimitra and Barteko. I think that would be an interesting game, for some former Blues from Slovakia. And believe it or not, I've been there.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. I went to Dubrovnik, which at the time was in I think it's I'm not sure what country it's in now, but it was part of Yugoslavia back then. Mm-hmm. So, but it was absolutely great. Well, you know what, Chris? And I mean, I'm glad you just kind of brought this up, right? I want everyone to know that when it comes to guests, I really want to limit that, and I want to keep it between me and Ashley right now. And one of the reasons for that, now I'll bring people in on a case-by-case basis, and probably the only exception to that rule is Lance.
Yeah.
And there's and if you can't figure out the reason for that, I'm sorry. The chemistry between me and Lance is
I have nothing but respect for Lance, so anytime he wants on this show, I sit back and I listen.
But what I get it, we should have our own radio show. That's how good.
Yeah.
That's how good me and Lance are together. We could have a St. Louis-based radio show if we wanted to. I think we could pitch it, and if people watched and seen what we said, they would understand how good we are together.
Hey, Guy,
right?
I'm really sorry, but I gotta go.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody, this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and Ashley Slapshot Jones saying Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, whatever you want to celebrate, because I don't know them all. Kananza, Bonza, Wunza, Wanza, Ninka, Kunka, Punka, Danka. And for the Canadians, happy Boxer Day. Aloha mahalo, and we'll see you on the next Blue Note Fan Report. Aloha.